What the hell?
This is still going. I've been checking.
Yeah.
Cool.
Sorry, you were saying.
You were saying, bruv, no, all I'm like, it's just wild. You can't keep up with all that's happening and all that's being said, but then at the same time, yeah, you just know, like, bruv, the pastor. The pastor did what you're meant to do in church, which is talk about empathy and humility, and spoke directly to the president like they would speak to any president, I would think. Yeah. And the man took it as, nah, you're slighting me.
Like
were you not in church?
We are watching a Netflix series.
Bro, I don't get it.
Like, this can't be real life. Like, the things he's saying and the things he's doing, like, you cannot tell me this is real life and we're taking this seriously. But it's happening. It's happening. Like, even the whole thing with, like, DEI hires and whatnot have you. It's
bro.
Like, already they sent, like, a bunch of ICE agents to a nursery school. Like, bro, they're not playing. And I'm just like, things are about to get wicked. This season of America, we're not ready for it. This
season of America, man.
We're not ready for it. Like,
it's crazy.
The other thing that concerned me was in the inauguration when you had Zuckerberg, Bezos, and Musk.
And then the Google brother as
and
well.
Then the Asian guy, I can't remember his name, but him. And they're all standing there and it's just like, bro, can you not see what's going on? Like, but they're showing the world, like, firsthand. Because even one of the things that Trump is pushing through is to do with, like, income tax as well. So basically, they don't get
income tax. Wow.
And they actually get tax back.
Yeah,
so
tax back.
Everybody's tax will go up, like in the working classes. And actually the lowest income, they are paying the most amount of tax. And it goes down, there's a chart, and it goes slowly down. And then you get to when you're earning over 130K, and then you actually get tax back. And they are making money from there. Basically, they're going to have tax credits. And everyone else's tax are going up. Yeah, and he's just doing it blatantly. And also, who supported him? It's the masses.
Yeah. And what about the black pastor who did his prayer?
Free at last, my God, we're free at last.
You're in that camp,
brother.
The thing for me was, it was like, I guess they were doing the inauguration on MLK's day or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Bro, he was just taking MLK's speech.
Yeah.
And just remixing it, man. I freaking remixing it. Bro, I feel like we're going to have to stop talking about it.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like it's going to be an agendaed item that's like, should we get to it? Because, bruv, it's either going to be too much to get through. It's going to be painful because you're just going to say, that's wrong, but it's still happening.
Mm-hmm.
And no matter what you say and what you do, that's just going to play out how it needs to play out by those people. Bruv, for me, it is the fervor and the potency of how ready they are this time.
Yeah.
That they literally, man done the executive orders, bang, day one from running.
No, but he did that the first time.
And it's that woman, his chief of staff is a woman.
Okay.
And bro, she must be just like preparing all of them because she helped do the campaign and then she became the chief of staff. And right now, bruv, they're moving like, I don't even know, like the speed and the energy is, they're prepared. They were like, yeah, we messed up the last one. This is how we're going to deal with the next one.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I think the thing
Crazy.
that I got from all of this was I said to myself, I didn't realize how actually principled I think I am, because so you see, obviously Munion's doing the thing with Tesla and what have you. Like, the car that I've wanted for time
was a
Tesla Model X.
And you wouldn't buy it now?
Brother, I just wouldn't. Like, I absolutely wouldn't. And it buns me to say that, because even like, you know, man does vision boards and blah, blah, blah. Bro, that's on my vision board. Black Tesla Model X, black rims.
Still-
Gold wing doors.
At least it's black. You'll be all right. You're halfway there.
You know what?
You're gonna take it off. You're
I
gonna
want-
rip it up and stamp on it. Ah.
I want Elon to put out an announcement saying we are no longer making
Do the
Teslas in black.
Oh wow, bro. It's
Oh,
crazy, man.
mate.
I can't. I guess there's two sides of me in this.
Mm.
I don't want to believe that was what we saw.
It was.
It was, and it is
Because
that's
it's
what's
just
happened.
clarifying. These men don't care about you.
No.
Yeah. Everybody should have known that off rip anyway. But if we need further clarification, he gave it. He gave it so that everybody that needed to see that was like, actually, the whites are back in power again. He gave them that dog whistle, and he sent a signal to everybody else to say, yeah, the world is going to change. So what are you going to do about it?
And some people are still in denial.
I don't know why anybody is in denial that it's
do,
going to change.
do we actually believe America is in this space of power that they say they are? In terms of the rest of the world is just doing their thing. And this thing, everyone is watching as opposed to it really impacting them. Do we actually see their tentacles in the same way they were 10 years ago?
That's interesting.
Because we know China is more dominant
Yeah.
in all of these aspects.
Mm.
I mean, Trump was saying the other day, he was talking about the idea of this TikTok thing, right? And
Yeah.
that's all. Look at that. How much news in a week,
Yeah.
right?
I feel like there's been more news with Trump in a week than there's been with Biden in 4 years.
That's how
Yes,
he was.
yes.
That's how he was when he was
Yeah.
in the last
Mhm.
time. Yeah.
I remember going, this is going to sound like a stunt, but I remember going to 10 Downing.
Mm.
And when I was there, they were talking about what it was like when Trump was in.
Mm.
And they were like, every morning they would look, not at like some special document or some intel. They would look at Twitter.
Yes.
Every morning they go, okay, what's the day going to be like?
Yeah.
So I do sit there because when he said what he said about TikTok, he was like, but all your other stuff is bought in China. You're there worrying about them spying on you through TikTok. But they could do it on your TV. And I was like, so bro, what are you saying?
Bruv, this is
Where you taking us?
This is nothing but business.
But that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, that makes me just say, well, are you really in power like you say you are? And are we not just seeing a microcosm? Because there's civil war inside their own faction.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
So all we're seeing is it just because they scream the loudest that we think they have any power now? This is a question because I don't know what the answer is. I'm starting to challenge that. Like, does that really? Because right now I'm not watching as much news.
Yeah.
Right now I'm not ingesting a lot of what's happening over there anymore.
Mm.
CNN used to be something that I used to put on for my dad because my dad used to watch that.
Yeah.
So then I got into the habit of that. So it's like I can actually go through my day without thinking about and or considering the idea of what America's doing in my life.
Yeah.
I can actually do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I'm really struggling to feel like, are we just seeing, because a small part of the world, because they just shout the loudest, that's the question in my head that I keep on, the principle I'm kind of going through.
Yeah. So I agree with you 100%. I think, but my concern is that generally, historically, whatever America has done, at
Britain
some
has to
point
follow.
we follow. And so now I'm trying to work out what's coming down the line for us.
The far right stuff couldn't work over here, bro.
You don't think it can
Why
work?
In the same way it's working over there.
Yeah.
I don't think it
Bro.
would ever get that big. There is too much in this country that they require everybody else.
Do you know how popular Nigel Farage is?
Of course.
And Tommy Robertson.
Yeah, but that's
and then also
for
the
me.
British
That's
people,
words, bro.
British people have already proven themselves that they're not above self-sabotage
Yeah. With
by
Brexit.
voting for Brexit.
Yeah.
So it's like, actually, these people will cut themselves and watch themselves bleed if it means that they'll bleed over the people that they don't like.
I hear you, but too much in this country is connected to the Commonwealth and that of the people that live outside of this nation.
I get. So you're saying like actually the government not taking on this same rhetoric.
It's impossible, in my opinion.
Oh no, it could happen.
Okay.
I think it definitely could happen.
I
mean,
think it's impossible. There's two because this country is not as big as the United States.
Yeah.
Financial, yes. We're king,
Yeah.
whether you talk about the city or whether you talk about Canary Wharf and all of what goes on there. Yes. But I just think that they have to talk to too many people of so many different cultures that it just wouldn't run.
No, I think they could do it. But even when you listen to Kemi Badenoch talking, she ain't far off stuff that Trump says. It's the same thing.
But I don't think Kemi is going to last.
No,
I guarantee you, in the next 8 months,
when they go, no, she'll last longer than that.
I'll give her 2 years.
When they start, because when we get closer to a general election, they said 27. So 26.
That tracks with maybe 2 years.
She might even come out by the end of this year.
But I don't think that they think she could win.
No, she couldn't win.
Right. So that's where the bigger challenge, I think, is for her. Is that unfortunately we have seen how they have ousted their people like that, from a Truss to a May. Do you know what I mean? Let alone Kemi.
Yeah. She can't win. They know that, and they took a punt on Rishi, and they knew that Rishi couldn't win. So she ain't going to. They're not going to run with her, because then they're not going to win again. But that's the same for the Labour Party. They'll probably get rid of Keir as well.
Maybe maybe
Keir can't win again.
He can.
He absolutely cannot.
People said that about Sadiq Khan. Look at him. He's like a cat with 9 lives.
London's very different to the
London
country.
is very different.
It's so different. Keir Starmer, people don't hate that. Once they swap out Kemi and put a white person in, people will vote for that person, and they're not going to vote for Keir. And the Conservatives will know that. They ain't even got to do much at this moment in time.
Okay, yeah.
But okay, can we just for the sake of my learning, can we see a world that doesn't have resources, have support from all the other nations that are connected with it? Whether you talk about the NHS, whether you talk about our food, and our industries. There's always going to be a person who doesn't look like a Brit involved.
Yeah.
So how can you? It's like they will be doing their own sanctions on themselves.
Okay, so they won't do the mass deportations.
Right.
Like, that's never going to happen. But they can talk about it like as if they're going to. Okay. That's what I would love more white people to understand when they have that rhetoric. Like, you're being played because they need immigration. Like, they open the doors, they let people in. However they get here, they are allowing that to take place because they need that labour. But them kind of being like, you're taking my jobs, it's like, that's not what is going on. You're looking sideways instead of looking up.
And I think that's what's crazy about just the scenario in general. It's like, when Brexit happened, I was like, but do you know the Commonwealth exists?
No, but they thought all of the Browns were going to be shipped out. They're that dumb.
Literally,
no more brown people, and it's like, it's Europeans.
A day after Brexit, like day after it happened, they've gone up somewhere and they're doing vox pops on the street, and the man is like, he's like, all the brown people are going to go back home, and it's just like, oh my life.
There is a Commonwealth that existed that spans us, like, our lives, that has always been there, which means these people have rights to be here. And I think that's what I'm saying, bro. Just the greengrocers, like, nah.
I want everyone.
But this,
come on,
a week off. Just
exactly.
A week.
If you
down tools, I'm not.
I remember I wanted to, when Brexit happened, I wanted to do a photo, right? But it was like a Brexit button, and it was like you press the Brexit button, and it just shows you what gets removed if everyone comes out.
Yeah.
Fam?
It'd be amazing.
Do you know what that reminds me of? Do you remember that? I think it's either a dream or an idea that your sister had for a film where it's like, one day the world woke up and all of the black people had just disappeared.
It's a good film.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's a brilliant one.
It's like, what would have happened? What will happen? But I mean, more than anything else, that's why I just don't think there's too much. I think with America, it's so big that it can survive within itself for a time.
And historically it has as well.
Yeah.
Like,
for a time it could survive in itself because they have enough seasons. They have enough, kind of difference.
What you mean, if most of the foreigners, if they left?
If everything was just, like not left. It's less left if everything that they did was just around the American way, and that's it. Like there wasn't a Koreatown, Chinatown. You know what I mean? They just removed everything. It's just all American now. And that's the one thing I do love, the fact in America you've got the towns like Ethiopia town. If you go LA, you go Ethiopia town, you get Ethiopian food, you know, all of that stuff. I do like that. But more than anything else, I think that this country can't. It just can't survive like that. It can't move like that and expect nothing to shake and fall apart.
It definitely would fall apart. But I still think that they'll gas people up to think that it's a possibility.
So the rhetoric.
Yeah.
You think the rhetoric, the propaganda.
I think the Americans, I think it's the same thing. I think it's literally rhetoric. Like, it's not in reality. They know, realistically, they know that's not how it works, but they need to immobilize an army of people to be like, no, we've got the power back. And it's not true. I don't even think Trump is he's doing both sides.
He is doing both sides.
He'll work with the police, then support the white people that were killing the police. Like he's playing all sides.
It's business. Everything for him is just business.
That's it.
That's it.
And that they keep on making money.
And eventually the people lower down the totem pole, they're going to realize, but they are going to realize when it's too late.
Yeah.
You're going to be like, yo, why hasn't this man done? It's like, because you don't serve a purpose anymore. And so long, the moment you don't serve a purpose, then you
like, start calling them stupid.
The American people, when you ask them what they want, one of the biggest thing was lower grocery prices and lower
that's what
petrol prices.
Remember when he was saying that? It was like, yeah, I say that word, groceries. It's like, I don't think anyone was saying groceries before.
Yeah.
But you came in, you signed off a load of executive orders. Which one of those
affected
applied
groceries?
to groceries or petrol?
We'll see, bruv.
Yeah, we'll see.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like we're going to have to stop talking about it.
Yeah.
Because it will just start going round in a circle. Because we know, or we are, what's the word I'm looking for? We are being like soothsayers or fortune tellers to a land that is like, this is going to collapse.
Yeah.
You know what gets me is that I feel like it's really obvious. But clearly for a lot of people...
Bruv, the most I can say is we know at least, and I'm not saying that this is what the scenario is because I know people banned what I'm about to say around. Mm-hmm. We know that human beings have been manipulated into doing some wild things because cults have lived on this planet.
Yeah.
And I know they banned that around with the word MAGA and that of what's going on. But bro, it just shows that that's humankind. Sometimes they can believe in such like a, I don't know, like just
did you see the
crazy way?
The MAGA granny on Don Lemon.
MAGA granny? What?
So one of the people that Trump tried to pardon or commute or whatever it is was an old lady who was a part of the, when they stormed the Capitol.
Yes, it was a granny.
Yeah.
What's she doing there?
But when he tried to do it for her, she was like, no. Because within that period of time, she's woken up and being like, no, you're actually not about us. You're not actually for us.
No way.
And it's like it was on. I was kind of dipping in and out.
So she just stayed in jail?
No, so she's out. So what he was doing was like basically a pardon, so it's expunged from your record or anything like that. She was like, no, I don't want anything from you. And then like generally like listening to the interview with Don Lemon, it was just like, yeah, she was like, it was a cult. But
that's what I've seen. I've seen another gentleman the same. He got out of it. Same thing. He was kind of talking. He was like, yeah, it's a cult kind of thing.
Yeah.
But here's the thing.
They were going to meetings.
Sorry. You said something there.
They're going to meetings.
So there's like satellite divisions of these things.
So you're meeting up. It's through a website. I think it was Discord or something where they were all meeting, or Facebook. But then you will meet your fellow MAGA people, and then they were creating a society. So then they're going out together. The
Democrats were never winning.
This is the whole thing.
They were never winning.
The mobilization.
It was freaking Avon.
Basically,
it was MLM.
They're going out with each other. Then you're bringing your brethren, and they're doing town meetings.
It's long.
But it feels like it's a total cult because you have people that are like looking after you. So you need something, you'll go to Joe. I need this type of thing.
Here you go.
They will all rally around and sort it out, and it's all in the name of support.
It was a lodge.
But this
all
is
around the country.
This is the
All
thing
over
that I was
the
saying.
Democrats
is
were
like,
never winning.
the Democrats
They never had the people.
had lost it long.
They never
long
had the
ago.
people, fam.
They lost it long ago
Yo.
because the way mainstream politics and
Oh,
even in
it's
this
a
country,
different game.
So the working man for years has been like, the politicians don't listen to us.
Yes.
So I even think I said it on this pod a while ago where I never understand the concept of like, oh yeah, but politicians, like the British public are like just cool with the fact that your politician says one thing and never does it. And I was like, we should never be okay with
Bruv,
that.
I remember there was this brother. I don't know whether he was in your area, but this guy, Mike Gapes, Labour Party.
No.
Fam, he was our Ilford brother. All I just saw was every time the leaflet came in every year, bruv, his cheeks were just getting bigger.
But then you ask the question, what have you done for me lately?
Obviously, he's chopping food. Bruv, I just saw his cheeks get. He was a young man, you know, fresh, slim. Then next minute, his cheeks just get. I will serve you. The same reflet, bruv.
No, he's been serving himself.
The reflet, not leaflet.
The
reflet,
He's been
bruv.
serving himself.
Bruv.
But that's
Big portions,
all
bruv.
that happened was, because even with Donald Trump, depending on which way worked for him, he could have gotten Democrat or Republic. Even in the past,
True. He was a Democrat.
He was a
before.
Democrat. Yeah. So all this is business. Him identifying actually this is a disenfranchised people. Yeah. If I go in on these people, they will be my foot soldiers. This is my way to the White House. This is my way to power.
So there is a part of me that lives in that conspiracy land. I generally don't live in that conspiracy land too tough. But all that's happened is just Trump's just done it bareface.
Yeah.
Everyone's been doing the same thing. They always had the billionaires and This time he just said, nah, you man, we're out here. We're out here. That's it. Because all of those people, in whether Democrat or Republican, are multimillionaires, majority of them. Yeah. They're living life, they're having, like, the fact that, what's his name, Giuliani, bruv, the way he got done and all of that, bruv, and these people have money. You and this cough, bruv.
I know.
You don't like the word Giuliani?
You know the thing is, nobody notices when you don't cough. But they notice
But when you're
cough.
doing a pod and people need to talk,
So
and then someone coughs over the top.
You want me to die.
But you're coughing over the top.
So what am I supposed to do?
I didn't say you was meant to do anything.
No, but I didn't say you did.
I was
I'm
just
asking
highlighting.
You,
okay, you know
Thank
what?
you
You
for
know
the highlight.
You know, okay.
What
fine.
should I do?
No, you should do exactly what you're doing.
Okay.
It just seems to always happen when I'm talking.
So what you're saying is that whenever I cough, you're going to highlight it?
No.
Okay. Because I'm not removing this.
I don't want you to remove.
Okay, cool.
Wait, hold on. Now, you see, you started. My apology, bro. You did my apology, and I had to pause that to see my apology.
Was it an apology?
Okay, cool.
Did I apologize?
Yes, you did.
So what's the problem?
Why didn't you apologize to my face? It happened here. Why didn't you apologize to me here?
Because I said, if I play the thing back and I was wrong, I will apologize. I didn't say I will apologize here. I said I will apologize.
Oh, semantics. Yeah. Okay. Trump. You started there. They're eating the cats and the dogs. They are eating the pets. Oh, that was crazy when he did that.
Actually mad, you know. But he's mad.
He's like he sidestepped the whole thing. He said, they are eating.
We got 4 years of that.
He said,
on the plus side, there's always going to be content.
You know, the thing I saw is that you can cure it, you know, like with the cleaning, with the light.
With the bleach,
it's
the light therapy.
Bro,
now imagine he said that
they
was
had
jokes.
this shot of the doctor. The doctor said, ha.
Yeah, he said that was jokes. He said he was being
there
funny.
was no...
What? He said he was being sarcastic.
With the seal in front of you,
but
bro.
we saw all of that and people were like, no, it's bleach is going to work. He was like, I was being sarcastic.
Some people drank the bleach.
Yes.
They took the ivermectin.
Really?
Yes, bruv. They were taking the ivermectin or whatever it was called. They were doing the bleach, bruv. Some people
has a
got hurt.
cult. People were literally like, Trump said it, I'm going to do it. He
if the-
said I was being sarcastic.
Unless the Democrats come up with their version of Trump, this is it.
Bro. That's the other thing. Because I saw someone, you know what? I saw someone on CNN the other day. And I was like, why is this young woman talking? I was like, oh, them men are arming themselves up.
Right.
So because this representative from she's on the Doge committee subcommittee. I said, because obviously I said, I'm not watching this. I was like, that's strange. I don't know that woman. But then she was just talking and she was just a young, fresh-faced woman. Yeah. I was like, I think they're starting to say, okay, let's start positioning these new characters into the mix. Because they've got to make a change.
They've got to regroup and start again.
But do you want them in too?
I don't care for them. I don't care for any of them because number one, I'm not American, but number two, even if you look at it from a British perspective, Labour, Conservative, I'm not for any of them either because it's just
So
like,
what are we for? What are we meant to do? Not that you have the answer.
do you know what
I'm saying, what are we meant to do, man?
I believe that if you're gonna get in politics, you get involved on a local level. So, because anytime that I have benefited from politics has been when I have had to write to my MP for them to do something. Yeah. And then
You're one of them people.
Yeah.
Legend.
Yeah.
Man, hey, look at you. Look at you. Go on then. That's why the great beard. Wisdom. Wisdom. Man says, who's my local MP?
But
I'm going to Karen today.
The thing is that these mechanisms,
Wow.
these mechanisms are there for us to use.
Yeah.
And we don't use them. But it's
true.
like you use them.
It's true.
And then you're like, oh, wow, things get done.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so on that level, I'm totally with it. But on the wider level, I'm like, bun you all, man.
Okay. No, but you're right. I think the local makes sense. But then isn't it also about money? It's very, very clear that it's clear because it's where the money resides. Remember that? Where the money resides, where the money resides.
It's money and it's like...
Because that's where it happens. Where influence is concerned, money is there.
Mm.
Yeah. What we won't do...
Unless we rebel against it.
No one's rebelling.
Well, they will when it gets hard enough.
That'll be too late.
That was the London riots, right? I know that might be a reach, but that was the London riots that showed us, wait, hold on a second. We can ground the whole thing.
Yeah.
And and they did it for their selfish reasons, but no one ever took that same energy on any other political situation.
But...
Man, not we.
What did we get from that?
Bruv.
And again, I don't know why I'm saying we like I was out there.
But that's what I'm saying. The London riots wasn't the right thing. It was the mobilization that I'm describing.
Yeah.
That it showed if people came together in that format without violence, it could be a thing.
But what I'm saying is that, and the reason why it hasn't had that inspirational effect is because people came together. Yeah, all right, you did violence and vandalism or what have you. But there is still nothing outside of that to say, look what happened when we mobilized.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying I couldn't believe that there wasn't an understanding of that aspect. That people were just like, I'm going to riot.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to go get my trainers and that. It's like, but
right,
guys,
so you're saying like people didn't clock that. Actually,
people didn't clock that. Wait, hold on a second.
We can use this energy.
We could have the same energy without violence.
Yeah.
And man could just be like, we could shut something down.
I think it can still happen. You need there's organizations of people that sit around and discuss how they are going to effectively protest and shut things down. All it needs is the right thing, like a George Floyd. Like you need it, sad to say, but you need the right type of a tragedy to take place that ordinary people are like, enough is enough. That could happen this year. And that could spread around the world because it's there, it's on the edge. People are on the edge about a lot of things and it just takes the right pin on the camel's back and it could set off. So it could happen. And then the world could change just like that as well. Like revolutions happen from...
It has happened before, yeah, I hear you.
I like your optimism.
I mean, as I keep on saying to Sharona, I just don't want to be outside when it does take place.
Would it be at home?
I want to be at home and just observe.
Yeah.
You might not even be safe in your own home.
Like Trump on January 6th. Just be sitting down watching TV.
Just send the minions out.
Imagine.
But anyway,
Crazy.
Let's move.
Would like me to ask you whether he could make out with you.
Oh, that's a bit different to a kiss. Oh.
Yeah.
All right, let's get it over with.
No, stop. No, really. No, really. No.
You've got a problem with it.
Yeah, I do. Yeah. No, I think maybe just a smaller kiss.
It's a smaller kiss.
So yeah.
Next up, former flame Saskia Moore.
Okay, all right. Maybe we should get a bit closer together.
Oh, no. Could you just shut up?
Okay.
I'm not looking.
I'm just so distracted by
Oh,
Saskia.
okay. Yeah. Do you want to sit on this side?
No, it's okay.
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 Oh, it sounds wrong. Ah.
Next up, Noah Ehrlich.
How friends does this nerd have? Wow. I wasn't expecting that.
What the hell? Oh, I need to open some buzz. What's going on there? Who allows this stuff? How there's so many questions? Who? How? Do you pick up the phone first and say, "Yo, you know what? I'm gonna kiss my ex's mums." Then kiss your ex's mums. You call the ex and she says, "Yeah, come true, come and kiss my mum."
Mum.
Do you
And
know?
then the mum says, "Yeah, I'm down."
Do you know how many things had to align for that to happen?
There must be money in the game, bruv.
So that
And
man.
they did that on a TV program. Is that in the UK?
So this is in Australia.
Yeah.
That man is a radio presenter, journalist. He's known for doing like quite outrageous, sensational things. Because when I first saw it,
In front of you.
yeah, you put it there.
Did I put it back up?
Yeah. You literally picked it
I
up.
thought it fell down.
No,
I'm so confused. You need to replay that. Me putting it down. I forgot. Bro,
you literally just
you guys told me as well, like, oh, yeah, just damn it.
bro. Yeah, and like when I first saw that, I was like, so this almost never made it to the top. Yeah, because I saw it, watched it, got icked out by it. Then I was like, this is like a stupid skit. Because I was like, this has to be staged. And then I forgot about it. And then today when I was going back through like, oh, what am I doing? It came up again. And then something just made me be like, go and check that this is real. And I went and I checked and this is real.
So was this guy like, he was loving his ex's mums, like he was feeling them in the background?
I don't know, like I didn't my research didn't go that deep, but literally my main thing was I just wanted to make sure that this wasn't a skit. If it was a skit, then I'm like,
because the first one, she didn't look too bad. Not saying it's my cup of tea, but
No, the first one, that was the
mum
older one in the red.
Yeah, but she looked like she didn't look like an old battered mum, haggard mum.
No, that was probably.
So I thought, oh, maybe he had a thing for her. Is my point.
No, hang on. What was the first mum?
Nah, the first mum was not.
Bro, she was just wearing. She wasn't
don't
that
know.
bad. Look at her.
No, look, she's old.
Nah, she's old, bro.
She was the oldest.
Yeah, she was the oldest.
She not that bad. Like,
Nah,
not for me.
nah.
No, this is too weird.
It's the thought process. Like you saw, like.
Bro, no.
Oh,
Are we watching
Look
this
how they're
again?
holding hands.
The holding hands is unnecessary.
She said, "Stop it."
no, when she says no, really.
No, really.
No, really.
Stop it.
But what gets me?
Why are we still watching it?
What gets me is that at some point this man called you up and said, I've got this idea for a documentary."
No.
You said yes.
Yeah.
You took him to your mum's house.
Yeah.
Obviously, you briefed your mum on it. And then
Did the mum get paid? She must have.
I hope so.
Everybody needs to have
Right.
got paid.
And then it's not until you can actually hear the lips going,
Oh,
that you're like, now, there's too much. Like, really? Now it's too much?
yeah. Yeah. It was disgusting. When the sound started to chop it,
It
nah.
was disgusting.
But you know what? I don't know if this is like old age or anything like that, because even talking about that sound thing. So we've been reviewing Love Island on Are We Really Watching This? And on one of the episodes not too long ago, they do like a, what do you call it? Kissing challenge. And so you'll have like 10 guys all lined up, right? And then you have all the girls lined up. and then one by one the girls will go, and they will go and kiss
Every girl.
Every girl kissed every guy.
and then
One after the other.
yeah. So imagine you got 10 guys lining up. Imagine the first girl is called Sarah. Sarah goes, kisses Ade, kisses Tom, kisses Bill, goes all the way down the line. Once she's finished, the next girl, Michelle, kisses Ade, kisses Tom, and you're sitting there and you're watching them kiss, bruv, the way that they were kissing,
Yeah.
and you're seeing tongue like that. And I'm like, and here's my reach. You tell me if I'm reaching. So you see something like this, and then you see Love Island where like these kissing challenges are normal. But then everybody will get outraged when somebody like Bonnie Blue will be like, I'm going to sleep with 1,000 men.
Who's that?
I like the fact that you're not tapped into this. I like that.
You haven't seen the OnlyFans girls that are sleeping with loads of men to make world records?
I saw, what I saw was a clip. And the clip of the woman going, because I'm guessing this is a woman, she goes, yeah, you know, so I don't know if people are going to come or whatever. Then the next shot is bare men. You get it?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there's 2 OnlyFans creators.
And she said she wanted to do 1,000.
Yeah. So
Wasn't there one that did 100?
Yeah, they were friends.
I'm gonna one up, yeah.
So basically, the first girl said she's going to do 100.
By 900.
It's insane.
What?
First girl said she's going to do 100. She's done it.
Yeah.
And after she's done it, was it 100 or more than 100?
Yeah, she did. She did. It was over 100.
Yeah. So she done that, and then she said, right, my next goal was 1,000. Meanwhile, her brethren was like,
I got you.
bet. And so she done it before she did it. So the brethren got the world record before.
1,056 men
Yeah.
Mm.
But
in 12 hours.
the depravity.
12 hours.
Yep.
Huh.
But then also, imagine that there's 1,000 men out there that were happy to queue up for 12 hours. Because I think they averaged
There's
it out.
enough people on the planet that there'll be if you find 1,000.
Yeah, they did. Well, they did.
Well, they found them. They found them. But yeah, I just feel like everybody's going mad, bro.
Bro, it's like there's too much up for grabs. Kissing my mum, are you mad? Lipsing up my mum. Nah. Your
I
ex
don't know
wants to
how-
come back in your life and go, yeah, I want to lips up your mum and I'm going to have that.
How does that
He must
conversation...
he must have had bare other like no's. Then he managed to get these 3 or 4. Whatever
I would
it was.
rate him then, because I don't know how that conversation doesn't get shut down in the first minute every single time.
Because the world is crazy. Everyone
and then
wants
what's
to
the
see.
incentive? So for the
I
mum
think
and
sometimes
for the
people
daughter,
want-
what's the incentive?
I think people want to go. I don't know if I'm going to say it right. Like they want to know if it can happen. Like you know when you want to try something, you're like, can that actually happen? I'm saying it wrong.
But then,
No, yeah.
I'm saying it wrong.
as the daughter though, wouldn't you then also be thinking, all the time I was with
This
my
is
man,
what I was saying. There must be that at the back of it. Like he was always feeling a mum, like back in the day. Because there's all them fetishes now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mum and daughter
Yeah,
and all
yeah.
of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's some dreams for some people that, I slept with the mum and I slept with the daughter.
Well, he just managed to do that 3 in a row. Was it 3 or 4?
There's 3 in a row that time.
Crazy. And sometimes they've opened the door, you know. There might be a little, hello, I enjoy that kiss. Why don't we just take it to the next level?
This is so wild.
And he might do it. Russ, with the way you looked at me just then, you were like, is this life?
But this is honestly where I'm at, because I'm just like,
and they broadcasted that
yeah,
for it to be on the internet forever.
yeah.
And who's the Don? Is he a bad man? Is he like everyone's rating him?
Does he look like a bad man?
Nah. Yeah, Nana was calling him a nerd straight away, dweeb, or what do you call him?
He looks literally like a nerd.
But that's why I thought it was a skit, because I was like, this Donny isn't.
But he's a radio host, so he's famous.
Yeah.
Fame can do some things, you know.
You know what? You're not wrong.
Yeah.
You're not wrong. Like, because even like this, yeah,
Fame can
like
do
the
some
way that
things.
I've seen people behave, like even like just around Melvin or Ricky. Actually, when I think about it, it's not that far off,
Bro,
It's not that.
Idiocracy. If you have not watched Idiocracy,
You know, you
Watch
you talk
Idiocracy.
about this, yeah.
bro, it's playing out in real time. Even down to the fact that the president, when you watch it, watch it tonight.
Mhm.
The president was a wrestling, like Hulk Hogan.
Oh, so basically as if it was like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
No, it's literally the president basically was a wrestler, a big wrestler. In that thing, the president, and he becomes that way because he was, and Trump was in WWE.
Do you know what? It's
For a hot
funny.
minute.
Somebody was saying even the thing of like how The Apprentice, they were like, I don't watch The Apprentice and things like that because of how basically it was just used to ascend Donald Trump.
Yeah. I mean, you heard the stories about his team.
Mm-mm.
Like, they were the ones that made his spaces look how they looked. Everything was crumbling. Everything was, in need of repair.
Mm.
So all of that was a set. And they made his house basically a set.
Oh.
Because he was on the decline. He was struggling.
Yeah.
And then that managed to raise his profile. So what we saw wasn't real. It was all made up. And he just rocked up. And did his part.
I know we've stopped
so
talking.
all of those producers feel very, very responsible for the Trump that exists today.
So they should be. I know we stopped talking about Trump for a second, but did you see the latest thing of when there's the audio of him talking about Gaza?
No.
And just basically just like, let's just flatten the place, move them out somewhere. And, it's basically like it's prime land. Yeah.
I think I saw that. I didn't know. So it's not AI. I thought maybe it was AI. It was just the way he was like, it's great land.
Yeah,
This is great land. It's like, wow.
I mean, look, who knows? It might be, but judging from like the captioning and people talking about it, it
seemed like it was real.
It seemed like it was real.
Nothing. Listen, that AI stuff is getting.
AI is getting.
Maybe that was
wild,
AI.
bro. You would want it
It's
to be.
his fantasy.
It's Australian TV that happened.
Australian TV is wild.
Like
It's wild.
So
I love
happened.
it. Listen, they gave us the plane. When people try to get on the plane and all of that, it's always Australia. They try to get on the plane with some food.
Bro!
What is it called? The airport thing.
Yeah.
I love that.
Flip.
Oh my god! You used to watch that so
Right,
often.
it was so
Walk into
good.
the living room and there'll be one of these flipping airport
man.
security
And there's always
shows.
there's
'Cause
always,
you're seeing how
there's
they're
always an auntie that gets caught.
And the what you call it, like some Korean people bringing some crazy fish or something mad, and they're like, "Oh, I don't know. I don't understand."
I was like, I don't know how you can watch these things and then
Yeah.
go to Australia and think that you can get in.
Ever.
Like I wouldn't even. You got to go as
Seeds.
straight as possible to get into Australia.
You can't bring seeds.
No.
Bro.
You
They
can't
seem
bring.
like they
don't
stop
play.
people for fun. Just take your clothes.
Yeah.
You wouldn't even take cream.
Nah.
Take five cream when you get there. Oh man, nah, that is wild, bro. Don't ever bring anything like that to this pod again. It's not serving nothing other than shock and awe. It's basically a nuclear attack.
If I saw it, you had to see it.
Oh, is that how it works?
That's how it works. That's how it works.
Fine.
He wants to be a father to someone else's child. Go and breed up the place and go have your own you weirdo, man. You little weird youths, bro.
Facts.
Why you want to be a father to my youth, bro?
Facts.
Look, you're a weird youth. What kind of like, what did you go through when you was younger that makes you want to like love a woman so much that you don't really know to want to be father to another child that the father's still alive for? No, man, try and get access to the man and bring man these youths if you're a sincere you. See,
What do you think?
I really feel like an experiment today. You guys have brought some craziness.
Today's been a weird day though.
Bro,
But sometimes humanity is like that. Because what is he saying?
what is he saying? I don't get that.
Do you want to listen to it again?
Yeah. Go breed up the place and have your own, you weirdo. What kind of like, what did you go through with this younger that makes you want to like love a woman so much that you don't really know to want to be father to another child that the father's still alive for? No, man, try and get access to the man and bring man his youths if you're sincere.
What makes you want to love a woman so,
So
much
much.
that you hardly don't know? That guy was talking about a very specific and personal
He was
experience.
nuanced.
Yeah.
That's screamed, and I don't want to judge him, hurt.
Bro?
Because the idea that
I'm bleeding everywhere.
because an idea that a man could come in and be a positive force in your child's life because you and mum didn't manage to handle that, it means that you've got someone who is there to support the growth of your child because you are still there.
Yeah.
It'll be worse the other way, bruv, if this man didn't love this woman.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And was just treating her like crap. And your you is in the mix.
Yeah.
But then on the other part, it's like, then okay, so if that's the answer, then how do that's all I'll be asking him. So how do you deal with that then? What is the situation there? Your missus should never find your ex should never find love.
Yes.
Basically.
Because essentially that's all that can be derived from that, is that your ego is so shallow that you can't handle the thought or concept of your ex-partner being with another man.
I don't go there because I focus more on the child aspect because he said it. And I'm only doing that just for the sake of the fact that that's what he said.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't even want to go outside those realms. It's like he is seeing himself and the child is like liking stepdad more than him. That's all I can derive from that. You've come to mess up my situation with my child. And you know what's jokes? I realize how my voice sounds like I'm mad passionate about it.
Because he's
but I'm
saying
not.
that's weird.
But-
that you could love my child and be with the mother.
No, he didn't say
that's
love the
weird.
child. He said love the mother.
No, but the thing of how can you come into a situation and try and be a father to my kid when I'm still alive? So that is a step parent shouldn't love that child then. The step parent should be on the outskirts and only love the woman and ignore your child. You think that isn't weird? Because he's calling somebody that loves a kid a weirdo.
But more than anything else, that's what I'm saying. It's like the hurt, and I'm trying to stay on your page. The hurt must be more about that his child is in more favor of the stepfather than him.
Because you know when you're saying a lot, but you're not saying what it is. So for me, it's like that passion and that hurt that you're talking with, it feels like you're talking about something very specific when you're even like you're a weird you.
Yeah.
Come and find the dad.
People have been doing
where is the dad that he has to be found?
Isn't he the dad?
Exactly. But to say to somebody coming into a situation where a dad is absent, to be an effective person, you should come and find me and talk me into being a father to my child, then you step up and be a kid. You're saying that person's weird just says a lot about you. And that you have somebody else in the background going, facts.
I'm glad you said that.
Facts.
That was, do you know what? I actually will think I'll go as far as to say that was probably the most troubling thing out of the whole video.
There's always going to be people. There's enough people on the planet to share the same opinion.
The co-side.
Both wrong and both left and
you're
right.
right, but I find it weird. I think he's a weird you, whoever he is, yeah, that you could genuinely listen to that and being like, he's talking sense.
Millennia of surrogate, adoptive, foster men in children's lives that have been positive forces. Millennia, bro. Am I saying that right? Because I have the problem with the L's and the millenniums. Yeah, bro, I'm telling you, like, we have seen time and time again where it has been supported. Like, you've seen children cry the day that they were given for Christmas or birthday, that adopted piece of paper to say, you are my son.
Yeah.
And those children say, wow, thank you. Wow. Like,
imagine that happening, then the birth dad popping up and being like, you're a weird you.
bruv, isn't he he must be the dad.
He has to be talking about his own
You're
situation.
talking from experience.
You have to be talking about your own situation. Like you have, because
I'm scared.
bro, if he's talking in a blanket situation, that's crazy. Like that's crazy that your brain would even work like that.
Okay, let's decide. Is he being hypothetical, hyperbolic? What is he being? Hyper something? You're watching it again.
So I feel
read up the place and have your own.
I feel like he's being general but I'm only going. Well, no, because I said I was only going by the statement in terms of men with no children.
The woman's not saying anything. You don't really know.
to go and be father to another child that the father's still alive for. No, man, try and get access to the man and bring man these youths if you're a sincere youth.
Bring man his youths if you're a sincere youth.
He's going through something.
Is that even a thing? Like, you would have childless men stepping into a family and being like, "That's my child." Is that a thing? Like,
I've seen.
What do you mean?
Not directly. I've seen.
is it because he's saying childless men going into a situation and trying to be the dad, even though the dad is there, and I'm like, is that even a thing? Like a phenomenon? Like this is what men are doing.
I don't know, but I feel like if you're a man who doesn't have children and you've met a woman who has children, any responsible human being, if you're serious about this woman, not that you're going to be stepping in and be like, "I'm your daddy now," but you're going to play the role of a caregiver for I don't know if that's the right phrase.
If you're there with the mum and you're living life, like you're gonna be sharing things, you're gonna go on holidays, you're gonna do trips, you're gonna do meals out.
And you're a parent.
You're a parent, bro.
Because then what happens when you decide, okay, I love this woman.
We're gonna get married.
We're gonna get married. We're gonna have another child. So you want to like just keep everything proper separate?
I mean, they're siblings.
That's your you.
You know the way they got us with the child, the mum who was saying you didn't bring food for my other kids. And that was meant to be fraudulent.
Yeah.
Like, I understand it. It's like, just bring food for everybody.
Yeah.
But then the point is like, if you're doing that all the time and the other dads ain't doing nothing, then someone needs to be pulled up.
You know what? What's interesting is because I feel like you said something and I disagree.
What?
So on the flip side, that man that brought, so because his child called him up and said, "I'm hungry." And then he brought him to McDonald's.
Yeah.
And in that situation, I feel like that man has no obligation.
He doesn't.
To buy all of those.
Bro, he doesn't. He doesn't have any obligation to do that. But it's the nice thing to do.
Yeah.
Because the child has siblings.
Okay. It's the nice thing to do. You're right. He's not obligated to do it. It's the nice thing to do, but the mum has no right to open her mouth.
No, at all. And I think the thing that was challenging is that that means you are using me.
Yeah. The one that
is very who's going to.
Yeah.
You're using me. You're making me because you know I will.
Yeah.
Maybe my other youth's parents, dad, won't do that.
They won't do that. Yeah.
No, you get me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think more than anything else, I think that even though it was a skit, the challenge was that he was like, I do all the other stuff. I'm just doing something for my child today.
Yeah.
And that's fair. You know, but no, everyone's hungry.
But even there's variations of that where like they'll be like, the mum will be like, "Oh, the dad bought his son a PS5, but like, what about my other kids?" Or that was it. The dad bought the son a PS5. The son won't let the siblings play with it because it's like, it's my PS5. Whereas the mum is like, if that PS5 is going to be in my house, it's for all of you. And it's like,
you don't think so?
I think that's fair.
I don't know. I think I disagree.
What, the one child can use the PS5 whenever he wants?
If the dad has bought the PS5 for his son, and let's assume the son has his own room, okay? So he wants his PS5 in his room.
Right.
Unless you as a mum have made a rule that, consoles don't go in bedrooms, okay? So
let's say she has, because her whole thing was the PS5 has to be played by everyone. Okay. And he was like, so then no, if
the PS5 goes in a shared space, then at the very least, the siblings have to ask, "Can I play your PS5?"
Yeah, I think that there's seniority,
but it's not that it's in a shared space, and you can just come and sit down and play it whenever you want.
But okay, your big brother that's his thing.
Yeah,
you can't. I can't just walk into my big brother's room and just start playing.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? For me, it's on that. That's how I would connect it. But the notion of like, no, only you should play with that. That would be very strange.
That would be stupid. So
but
that's what he was saying.
The whole thing. The dad was like,
the other kids can't play with it at all.
Play with it's his.
I mean, I've seen that where they said your kids shouldn't be playing with my son's toys, and you're thinking, wow,
but that's ridiculous.
The stuff between you guys, that's the issue.
Yeah,
because children are blank canvases, yo. They wouldn't know.
Yes.
They wouldn't know. That's your brother.
That's it.
That's your sister.
That's it.
Finish. No one would know.
But if you make it like, no, but my dad says, and this one has their dad that's saying something else, and their dads don't get on, that causes mayhem in a house.
That is your brother. Finish.
That's it.
Finish. Hey, bro.
But yeah.
Child, Jenny, world today. Ah, hey, quiet. What you brought here today? Ha,
What, mate?
life.
He said what?
And you're real distant.
All right, then,
This
fella.
is not. You know, I love when Africa does
You
it.
gotta
When
do
Africa does that, they say.
You can see their brain
Did it?
working and translating.
Trying to translate the tree or the gar or the fancy. Which one am I doing? I don't know. And then they're just, oh my. And they just go into the British. Or when they're talking. Well, now they're not Pepsi. And I'm like, they be talking. But there's no other word for
But
it.
also, that's how we learnt as well, though.
Coca-Cola.
That's how we learnt.
It is.
And the computer. And Yo, bro.
mate.
I'm telling bro, the world today is what we have too much access. Man, there's certain people, and I'm not talking about all the people that we saw today. I'm just talking in general. Certain people that should not have access for their voice to be heard. Man are on some wild
Exactly.
things.
This
Yo.
is. I saw a post the other day saying about like there needs to be a license for podcasts. Like, you need to go.
That's what they say.
And I'm.
Do you think we'll pass our license exam?
I mean, who knows?
No.
Who knows? We,
No.
we may not pass.
we wouldn't.
We may not
We
pass.
wouldn't, bruv.
You know, but I would like to think that we
Mm-hmm.
are different from people sitting in a room
I
talking
don't know
about.
about our subscriber account, whether or not that would say that.
This is also true. But I would rather have our subscriber account ask us our numbers and chat the way we chat than have big numbers. And like I saw a clip the other day, there's a guy, My Name is China. I can't remember what podcast he was on. And basically he was just kind of admitting that, so he talks a lot of the kind of red pillish women, blah, blah, blah. And he was just admitting like the engagement that it gets. Yeah. So the negative comments, it works in my
his
favor
favour.
for the algorithm. And I was just kind of sitting there watching it because he was like really proud of like he's cracked the
A
matrix.
computer doesn't.
Yeah.
A computer doesn't discriminate, right?
And I'm just like, but brother, like, but where's the value?
Yeah.
Like, what
Yeah.
are you? You're sitting down there, you're chatting, and don't get me wrong, anybody can sit down and say the same thing about us. Cool, whatever, innit? Right? But really, you're there sitting down. The bulk of your content is just to denigrate women, specifically black women. What value are you putting out into the world?
I think, you know what's interesting is that Simon used to say that about my Instagram, because obviously I don't do my Instagram thing, but he was like, yeah, the engagement you get is very high, even though it's low
Yeah.
numbers in terms of, I guess, what is in the world. And I don't want to be verified and all of that, even though I guess it's so easy to get verified and all that now.
I could actually get verified.
Yeah, I
I've
mean,
got
as long
3
as you-
articles
Oh
about
yeah,
it,
that's
yeah,
what I'm saying.
yeah.
The articles or something like that. Yeah, bro. But the engagement, how many people are actually viewing it? How many people are responding? But yeah, I don't know. So at the same time, why are you doing said thing? Because value is the key.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What are you trying to put into the world? Because I think a lot of that world, the red pill world, has come out of the dating thing for men.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And I think negatively, the whole incel thing has been put on top of that, because I think they're two different things.
Yeah.
I don't think they're the same thing. I think one is about men and, you know, just wanting to feel connected.
Yeah.
And the other is, yeah, there are some people who just don't have the chops to move in the world in a way that can support them getting with women in a roundabout way. And they need to get over those things,
Yeah.
figure those things out. And you do want to hope that there are some people that have been helped by some of it, but then have got over the other side and thought, yeah, this doesn't feel me. Especially where I think what's connected with it is the whole not starting families and all of that. Like, there's a time period for all of this, guys.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? There's a period where your body won't work in the same way to support you helping children. If you want to be 60, 70, bruv, life's going to be very different if you're 30 and you're living life, building kids at that time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You know, so and you being an active parent, what that feels like and looks like. So, bruv, it's interesting because, yeah, it's just people are just feeding the algorithm because it feeds them financially.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And in some ways, it's not even a hating thing, because I'm like, if this is your means, who's, you know, I don't want to stop a man from eating, but at the same time, I'm like, brother, like, look at the thing that's feeding you, because ultimately, at some point,
there's diminishing returns.
Yeah, it's not edifying you, and you know that when you lay your head down at night, you know, actually. And how long is it gonna last?
And bro,
let Pearl be the example.
And there's loads of them, that have just been found out.
Yeah.
All doing the same thing. Like, who's the other guy? The guy with the beard and
No Fugazi.
No Fugazi. The other brother, what's it? Rollo Tomasi and all of them. No, is it Rollo Tomasi? Is it the black guy? He was with a woman who had kids and everything. Like, and they're like, no, I'm the exception.
Oh, was that Donovan?
Yes,
His name was Donovan.
He was one of the original ones.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He had a whole white woman who had children.
Bro. And he was like, and they're all saying, no, I'm the exception.
Yeah. Although remember, there's no exceptions to the rule.
Yeah.
Is the whole thing. But they happen to be an exception to the rules.
The Fugazi dude was wild.
Man, you always change the way we say it.
It's no Fugazi.
Fugazi.
Okay. Why do you always change it?
Why is it Fugazi?
He does that with Mal. He said, what do you call him?
Warrior Mal.
No, you change Mal's name sometimes. You say Mal or something.
No, I don't.
No, they say Mal.
Mal. He says Mal.
Warrior Mal, yeah.
Yeah, you see? Why do you always change the words?
No, but why is it Fugazi? Like, he says his name. It's Fugazi.
It's Fugazi, isn't it?
Okay.
Why? We're asking you a different question, Russell. Why is it Fugazi?
That's just how I see it. To me, it looks like Fugazi.
So your name is Roussel. That's how I see it.
No, my name is Nii.
No, my name is Nii.
Yeah, gee.
Kini and
what is it? Fugazi.
Bro, you know what Fugazi's from, innit?
No.
Oh, so like, you know the old kind of mafia films?
Mm-hmm.
Someone just said, yeah, man, when something's Fugazi, that means it's dodgy.
Oh, so his name is literally No Dodgy.
Yeah, I guess.
That's a dodgy name.
No, he's real. Basically, he's real. He's no Fugazi.
But obviously he is, because you're with a single mother.
What a prick.
Bro. Shit. It was just so
Yeah, but you know what it is? When that whole thing came out,
bro,
like, I didn't understand how you could be standing on business the way that you were, knowing that this is your setup. Like, to me, you're actually just a dickhead.
I think about just in the morning, a brother wakes up and just goes, I'm going to lie today. What comes in your head, my friend, that you just say, today, I'm a lie? Like, just, bro, I don't know how.
And about,
I guess it's the money, isn't it?
About something that can easily be found out. Because you're there saying these things, but then in the next breath, you're there in videos on the internet of you and your white missus.
Yeah. But I think he just thought the two worlds.
It's the internet.
May not. I don't know. But then he says, but I wasn't hiding it. But you kind of were, because that isn't like, it's not No Fugazi.
It's not front and center.
It's literally.
Sorry, what did you say?
It's not No Fugazi and Karen. It's.
You know, I think we got to stop doing all of that. We got to stop doing all of that, guys. Not that there's any reason to stop. I'm just saying, I don't think it's serving us.
They use two different
I don't think
names.
it's serving us. I don't think it helps the algorithm. I don't think it supports any of our words. Just leave that alone. Yeah? It's fine. We know what it is.
It's the first that came to my head. I could have said No Fugazi and Lola, but Karen was the one. Okay.
Listen, bruv. Anyway, today's pod has said people. Why?
Basically.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah. And the thing is, bro, we haven't even got to the end of January.
Oh my. Yes, we have not. We have not. The week starts next week.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Bro, and we're going to be... we got to try and remove Trump from some of this. I feel like it's just always going to be in the mix.
Just once a month.
Yeah.
Once a month.
I'm not even going to say
twice.
I'm not even going to say once a month. I'm going to say
twice a month
when he does something of note.
Oh, but he can do that every day. You know that was his aim, before. It was every day he wanted to set the news agenda. So he would do something every day.
Okay. All right, maybe not that then. Maybe once a
You
month.
could have him on the dock all the
I'll tell
time.
you what, yeah. If we do the monthly link up with the Queen Ages, that's when we'll talk about Trump.
Okay.
No.
Mikey's like, no.
Let's talk about something fun with the Queen Ages.
True.
Teenagers.
Shut up.
It was a fun episode.
Was the one
That's
with
that literally got
with the-
bare views.
Yeah,
was
no,
it
it's
was
done
that the woman who was I saw on your front picture was the woman who was doing the
Brother, don't do that. Swallow.
He said, brother, don't do that.
Have you ever been
Swallowed.
swallowed up? Swallowed. Have you ever been swallowed? For me, it was the fact that he was wearing like a full-on gown. Swallowed. But it was the song. There's a song, and I think there's a scripture that talks about that. That's why they were on that whole.
But did he have to say it
But
like
it's
that?
the way he said it.
He was
Swallowed.
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 You were talking about pastors. You were talking about the pastor, the white woman pastor.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that stole his sermon.
The same, the words, same words.
Yeah, the whole thing.
Bro.
Richard showed that to me. I was like, yo.
Crazy.
The whole entire thing, and it's still on her page. Like, and she there's no credit to him. She is going on like she is a preacher.
And the way she did it, boy, she was like, with her red suit.
But
she was getting it in.
That was the thing that we were saying on the pod, though. It's like, it's one thing to steal his sermon, but then it's the thing of like, then do you have to also then say it like the way he says it?
Yes.
You think she had to do the blackism?
It's called karaoke.
Slap your neighbor.
It's called karaoke. Yeah, she said slap your neighbor. She said
Slap your neighbor.
Yo.
And then it panned to two black women in the front row.
Slapping each
Who were
other.
just, no.
No. Russell.
Oh my
No,
God.
no.
Can you even imagine?
Yes.
No, these two black women were just like, oh yeah. And
They
it's
were
like,
loving it. The
Don't
crowd
ever
was
do
loving
that
it.
Russ. Yo.
Oh,
my
mate.
days.
Yeah.
Bruv.
Today was bottom of the barrel.
Bonkers.
Yeah.
Not bottom of the barrel.
No, it wasn't bottom of the barrel.
I would say it was bonkers though.
Yeah.
Mums. Lips in your mums.
Lips in their daughter's ex-boyfriends.
They must have fancied him too.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
he
they
was
did,
lips in
man.
like, yeah.
Or they got paid.
Like he was eating some good jollof.
Can you imagine if they got paid?
They did.
Then you'd be like, well, yeah, they probably did.
They
But then
probably
also you could be like, so that's how much it costs for my mum to do.
That first girl that got, she said, now stop,
No, it's
stop."
enough. It's enough. It's enough.
She said, that's too much. Then
It's
she
enough.
sat back down and said, just make it less. Huh.
Not even like, it's enough, leave. It's enough, stop.
They carried on, innit?
It's enough,
Bro.
just bring it down a little bit.
That's, yo.
Wild. But yeah,
Okay. Is that all of it?
that's all of it. That's all I got, man.
Lovely.
That's all I got. How was that for you, Mike? You enjoyed
Bruv, that second one.
Do you want me to
never
send you
again.
that clip, yeah?
No.
You nodded there a little bit, man.
Because I was going to be sarcastic. Oh, yes, please send it. Aha. Then I said, nah, I'm not even going to play.
Yeah, mate. Yeah,
Oh, where are we?
I don't know what to
Where
do.
are we?
Earth.
It's only going to get worse. Hopefully not, but I think it will. Nice and
Dang.
optimistic.
Can only get better. Can only get better. Now Trump's in power.
He probably tried to have that tune, you know.
You know what? That was
He
jokes.
probably tried.
That era where he was playing everything and everyone was like,
No.
take that off.
Yeah.
Take that off. They said, we do not support.
Wasn't it Kelly that said Nelly, like, you can't play?
Yeah,
our
he couldn't do Dilemma.
Yeah.
I love you.
Yeah.
Why was he playing that? What was it?
He played at the
was at the-
inauguration. Wait, do you
No,
not even know the
no,
thing
no.
about Snoop and the inauguration?
Snoop. I know Snoop.
Yeah, yeah,
Nelly
yeah.
was there too. Soldier Boy as well.
But were they at it wasn't an inauguration. They were
No,
at like a party.
Yeah,
the crypto
pre
thing.
inauguration
Yeah.
party
Yeah.
or something like that. Yeah.
And it was a crypto event or
Yeah.
something.
There should be someone on the table.
Yeah.
On that
Oh,
note,
and you can close.
thank you, producer, for allowing me to close. You all right?
Yeah.
Great. You all right?
You guys are too much sometimes.
Anyway, listen, thank you very much for tuning in. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. We're on the road to 2,000 subscribers.
Yay!
So yeah,
2,000. Come on.
2,000.
Oh, it's more than we had before.
What are we on? We're on 1,650.
50.
Okay.
So we need Oh wow,
Yeah, so
that was true producing.
Yeah.
She knew our
She knew the
exact
number,
number.
yeah.
Dang.
So tell somebody about us, and if you enjoy the content, turn to your neighbor and slap them. Thank you.
Someone just got slapped.